This camp was one of the worst camps I've experienced. I found multiple strands of hair in my food. The meat was dry and uncooked. My friend's cabin had cockroaches and worms that was in the corner of their room. The bathrooms were very unclean and it seemed like they had not been cleaned any of the bathrooms. Staff were nice and had some good activities, but overall not a great camp. Oh boy, this is gonna be a long one. Let's go. Review. Grey Aussie Bush Camp. Not so great after all. I recently went to the Grey Aussie Bush Camp and honestly it was a pretty disappointing experience overall. First off, the food was terrible. The spaghetti was so watery it looks like someone rinsed it in a sink before serving. The fried rice wasn't even properly cooked. It was underdone and bland. It honestly felt like they put no effort into making meals edible. Then there's the wake-up times. We were forced to get up way too early, which just made everyone grumpy and tired before the day even started. Definitely not what you want at a camp that's supposed to be fun and enjoyable. As for the showers, absolutely disgusting. Dirty floors, barely any water pressure, and it felt like the whole place hadn't been properly cleaned in weeks. Some activities might have been okay, but it's hard to enjoy anything when you're tired, hungry, and can't even get clean properly. Wouldn't recommend unless they seriously improve the food, hygiene, and respect people's sleep. After that camp I got sick. Everyone from my school was sick. Still looks the same after 2 years when I came back again. The security guard, Zach, was all wicked here all night and it was very scary. Doors had no locks and the food was gross. The activities were very fun and exciting, especially the giant swing and the flying fox. The rooms are so dirty and dusty and smell so bad. They told us to wipe the tables for them. The bathroom is not in our cabin, so we had to walk to it and get screamed at by the night guard in the middle of the night. The bathroom smelled so bad and the showers had mud in them. Ew. I had a child go here for the past few days and the stuff I heard caught me off guard. Problem 1. My child had to stay in a tent with holes in it and sleep on a gym mat. Problem 2. My child brought fidget toys to help with being nervous. Then an instructor named Molly said they had to do the inspection of they had their stuff in the room and took my child's fidget toys and broke the toys in front of my child while locking them in the tents from outside. Most of the food they ate gave multiple kids food poisoning. Hint hint, don't eat the eggs. This experience scared my child for life and they probably won't go to another camp again. Are you kidding me? Another long one? Fine, I guess I'll do it. I stayed at this camp over a year and a half ago and unfortunately things haven't changed at all. My sister also went recently and she had the same terrible experience. The food was horrible and nothing was catered to my dietary needs. It was just plain unappetizing. When we were made to clean the cabins ourselves, and when we arrived, they were filled with spiders and bugs. The bins were absolutely disgusting. The camp instructors were also terrible. Camp instructors, yes. There was no guidance, and they didn't seem to care about making our stay enjoyable or even bearable. They served milk and cookies before bed, but instead of disposing leftover milk properly, they poured it onto a stone, which created a terrible smell that lingered through the night. Definitely not something you would want to wake up to. To top it off, they gave 120 girls just 1 hour to shower, which is completely unrealistic. There's no way to get cleaned up in that time, and we had to share bathrooms with other groups, which were filthy and poorly maintained. I was really hoping things would be different this time, because clearly nothing has changed. For the price we paid, this camp was far from worth it, and I won't be coming back. I wouldn't recommend this camp to anyone, especially if you're looking for a clean, comfortable, and well-run experience. Since I was not able to fit this entire review in the screen, I had to split it in two, but anyways, here we go. Honestly, the worst camp. I returned from camp, and honestly, it was the worst experience ever. Our cabins were not small green tents, but actual rooms. The air conditioning was on 24/7 at night, making it freezing cold. We couldn't turn it off because the instructors warned us that messing with it would render all the air conditioners inoperable. The room was incredibly small for 12 people to fit in comfortably. The mattresses were extremely uncomfortable and there were stains on them, suggesting that they hadn't been cleaned properly. As soon as I entered the room, I found spiders on the walls. The mattresses were so thin I could feel the metal beneath me whenever I sat or lay down. The food was absolutely terrible. The spaghetti tasted raw and the chicken fried rice was dry and bland. The showers were also a major issue. We only had 1 hour for showers for almost 100 girls. Shout out to the previous review, I guess. Which was simply not enough time. Additionally, there was no soap available, which made the showers extremely unhygienic. The only positive aspect of the trip was the activities, but unfortunately it was raining continuously throughout. Many people fell sick due to the poor weather conditions. When they gave us night snacks, they were also trash. They informed us that the lights would be out at 10 p.m., but when we went out to the toilet in the middle of the night, they wouldn't allow us to use it. We were unable to hold our pee, and we had already eaten food before going to bed. I'm glad that this is my last camp ever and telling everyone not to go here. I find it unbelievable that every Australian bush camp I've visited consistently serves the same food in every location, regardless of the distance. Considering that I paid $350 for the experience, it was not worth it. Just above horrible, food was either absolutely dry or comes from a can. Activities were not bad to say the least, but the main problem were the instructors, not all. A student was extremely unwell and was lying on the table after eating the disgusting canned food. After telling the instructions, we were given a vomit bag and told to go away. Several times where an instructor would show up while cleaning, look at him, and leave, showing absolutely no respect for sick people. Another incident was dealt by the school teachers extremely well. They came and checked on him, let him out of the room to have fresh air while holding a vomit bag. Later, after he vomit, he was brought back inside and the teacher was very understanding and cared for him. The instructors would have just given him a bag and told to off. One last thing is that I could have sworn that they played movies off Media Player. How did they download the movie, and is it even legal? Anyway, schools go here all the time, but I wouldn't recommend coming unless they start cooking real food and becoming a genuine child-safe organization.